change or stop your asthma medicine without talking to your doctor. Help heal your skin from within. Ask your eczema specialist about toothpaste.
Aerosfin, tenue versace fragrance, formelle.
MLS is back. A Soccer Sunday doubleheader. Line them up. It's our side. United versus FC Cincinnati, followed by LAFC versus Portland Timbers. Sunday on ESPN and FS1.
Should you know something fish today? Miles Turner. Pacers are the most surprising team in the league, or maybe the Nuggets, but it's one of them. He is joining us on behalf of WAR. We All Really Matter. It's a program designed to help the homeless and less fortunate. Let's talk to him. What do you remember about the specifics in the ways that your parents shaped you to make you the competitor you are? It's so hard to get there and get top 1% or 1%. What are the things you look at and say, I'm most grateful for?
Oh, they led by example. My mom, she ran the biggest department at her. She's in the hotel industry and the housekeeping services. She was the manager of housekeeping, and she ran the largest, department of her hotel. It was one of the largest hotels, in the DFW Metroplex where I'm from, Dallas Fort Worth. And she had the highest inspection rating in the state, going on for about 4 to 5 years, and that wasn't very easy to do overnight. She had to put a plan together, put a team in place. She was the head honcho of all that. And then my pop, he worked the night shift, so they didn't see him too much. So just their work ethic and the fact that they were able to provide for myself, my sister, my other siblings, who lived with me at the time, with such a tough schedule. I kind of just got it from their example.
Can you give me one example where your professionalism was tested, where you really didn't want to go do something, practice or whatever, because you were sad or bothered or whatever, and you had to overcome it because you're a professional and this is work, not play?
Oh, there's a couple examples. I think my rookie year, I was really, it was me and Joe Young, the other rookie. Joe was back and forth to the D League, so I was the only one. And as a rookie, you have a lot of responsibilities. For me personally, I had to get up early and make sure I had the donuts in place, for the plane. And that means getting up an extra 2 hours early, before practice. So you got to get the donuts ready. But then after that, you need to go get your extra shots up. You're supposed to be one of the first ones in the gym. And it was like the middle of the season, and I was still hurt. And I had broken my thumb my rookie year, and I was just kind of tired of it. I was kind of just ready to throw my hands up, man. I don't want to do this anymore. But I kind of just looked at the position that I was in. I'm a rookie in the NBA. I don't have any excuses. I'm still trying to prove myself. Still trying to prove where I need to be.
Oh, who rode you the hardest? Who rode you? Was there a veteran there who was riding you into the ground?
There was a couple, man. I'd probably say like PG rode me a lot. He rode me pretty hard my rookie year, Paul George. He was the best for me. And I also had Jan Mahimi. He was pretty. I wouldn't say he was hard on me, but he kind of led by example too. George Hill, he was another one that really helped me out along the way. But I'd probably say PG rode me the hardest because I think he wanted to see the best for me.
You're a strong physical player. Give me a guy in the league, early stages, that you went up against and you were like, whoa, this dude is stronger. They're stronger up here than they were in college.
I think my rookie year, it was playing DeMarcus Cousins in Sacramento. It was on a back-to-back. It was my first time really playing some heavy minutes. And DeMarcus Cousins, he does a lot more different stuff now. He's shooting more threes, shooting more jumpers now. But my rookie year, he was catching the ball in the paint and just going to work, like every possession. And that's I'm coming in. I wasn't as strong then as I am now, and that was a tough matchup for me. But that was my welcome to the NBA moment, definitely. Just having to match with him.
To you? Did he know?
Yeah, no, definitely. Not stuff I can say on TV, but he definitely, Boogie has his way of talking.
But which way was he reminding you that, he's a physical player? Is it young fella stuff? Or is it just, you're not another guy, and I'm going to go at you the same way I'd go at anybody?
Oh, man, I remember one time he scored on me. He gave me like an elbow to like the chest, kind of like caved my chest in. He said, "You a baby." And I was like, oh, man, that one right there hurt. That one right there hurt. Because I couldn't think of anything to I couldn't think of anything to say back. Any sane person would have like been like, fucked up, and I was like, man, shouldn't have just ran down the court, kept it going.
And now you got your confidence, but back then, yeah, that's how the ecosystem is so competitive that he's preying on someone who doesn't have the experience there that he does.
Right. That's not happening nowadays. I'm not going for that now. But 4 years ago, I mean, yeah, I just didn't. I didn't know what to say.
What's the question you have for Miles?
Yes, Miles. How did it feel blocking LeBron?
Oh, there it is.
That was a very big moment in my career, especially that going my rookie year. That was a really defining moment. It could have gone either way. I was gonna hit my sports center either way. Either I got dunked on or I blocked it. And I feel like I've always been a shot blocker, and that was one of the bigger ones I've had in my career. So it was a great feeling, especially being a rookie. Trying to come into my own a little bit.
Did he say anything to you after the game on that block?
No, he just kept it pushing. I mean, I'm sure, it doesn't happen a lot, but I'm sure he was wary of it.
Introducing Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger Meal. For $5, this giant comes with double the beef and bacon, nuggets, fries, and a drink. Get it delivered through DoorDash today for a limited time.
AT&T provides edge-to-edge intelligence, covering virtually every part of your business. So, if someone tries to breach your firewall in London and you start to panic, don't. You've got allies on the outside. And if your customers love this color and don't love this one,
We're getting grape again.
you can adjust in near real time. And if it's jammed up here and hot in here, you can do this, and your flowers won't wilt. AT&T provides edge-to-edge intelligence. It can do so much for your business, the list goes on and on. That's the power of and. And if this patient's blood sugar drops...
For more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Come here.
Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. This goes out to all my girls. That's in the club rocking the latest. Who will buy it for themselves and get more money later? Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? You never get the credit that deserves.
Come here. Hi, son.
Hey, you. The one with the designer dog collar. Wondering how I upgraded to this sweet pad? A 1,200 square foot my very own spa. All I had to do was give my human the look. With Wells Fargo's 3% down payment on a fixed rate loan and a simpler online application, getting into my dream home was easier than ever. Get your human to visit wellsfargo.com/this. What would she do without me?
You realize your vows are a Whitesnake song?
I do. If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle. 50 minutes good saving. 50% or more.
The King's turning up the heat and bringing the spice with these spicy nuggets. Filled with juicy white meat and priced at $10 for a $1.49. The King's so hot you can taste it. 10 spicy more original nuggets for $1.49. Only at Burger King.
They put it all over the web, and they sent me the right thing, because their technology is smart.
Bourbon Man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Space to run past the 20. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slip that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yes, sir.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, they run with Howard. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton from 3 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They toss it out right to Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Gone, gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Doug Baldwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And he knocks it through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Sims. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. They're going to run this with a tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This is Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side. Went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action. It's Rosen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now they run with Sims. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up a throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback, saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Rosen to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He hits Baldwin right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And this will be caught at the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Sims. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
A give to Howard. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And they'll run it here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Rosen to throw again. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year, looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw, and that'll be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
On first down, it's Rosen. He gets it to Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Danny Shelton breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So out now come the Cardinals. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff?
It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Doug Baldwin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. On play action, Rosen. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Check 50.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there.